All right, my name is Greg Vandy, KEXP, FM Seattle 90.3, all around the world on the web at kexp.org. I'm ecstatic to have Nude Party in studio.
Oh, 'cause I know it's just a temporary trip.
The Nude Party on KEXP. It does feel all right. That song from the debut record from last year. Also, the first song was Water on Mars. The Nude Party, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
I guess it was really your second record last year, but it felt like a debut.
Well, technically, I think it's our fourth, but we've hidden the evidence of the first three.
Yeah, you disowned all of them. Great. The first question you probably always get every single time is the band name, right? Patton, can you explain the band name?
Yeah. So I think a lot of people get this story mixed up. What actually happened was Austin's mother is a spiritual woman, and she has a very old Ouija board from the 1800s. And she told all of us not to touch it, not to mess with it.
She said
particularly
don't touch
Austin. And one day we were at his house, she was out of town, we were hanging out, and I found it, and we started playing with it, and Austin said not to, but we did anyway. And, well, pretty much we asked it for a band name, and the demon in it cursed us with whatever name it chose. And the name it chose is the Nude Party, which I thought was pretty good, but it thought it was a curse.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with college parties at all.
Nope.
Is that what it was?
No. Okay. You guys were in college at Appalachian State, correct? In Boone, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where y'all came together?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And that at some point you moved up to upstate New York, from what I heard, and Oakley from Black Lips befriended you and kind of became a mentor and helped you record that fantastic record from last year.
Yeah. Well, while we were living in Boone, Oakley, before he joined the Black Lips, was living in Asheville, and he got us out of town we played our first out of town show with him, and we just got on real well, and I think he saw something in us, and he's just a great guy. He's like a lifelong rock and roll guy, and
yeah, great band.
Took us under his wing pretty much, and we're still with him.
Yeah. So are you? I understand you're all living together in his house up in the Catskills.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. How cool is that?
It's cool.
So you guys are really more than a band. You're kind of like brothers. I mean, you live together, play together, tour together.
Yeah.
Do everything together.
Everything but blood.
Yeah. Well, Don and Sean, aren't you guys stepbrothers?
Yeah, we're brothers.
Yeah. There's some blood in there.
We don't use the word step.
Yeah. Okay.
We've had bunk beds since
That's
we
an
were
old
about
fashioned.
10.
We did have bunk beds, yeah.
Well, the record last year was great. I can't stop playing it. Still playing it, actually. I love it. There's so many great songs on there, including those two there. How did you arrive at getting the sounds you wanted with Oakley, and then I guess what kind of sound did you want to get when you made the record?
Well, I think it's been a long process of about right before we met Oakley's, and we all bought instruments and decided to start playing them. So, like, learning how to make the sounds that we want has kind of gone hand in hand with learning how to play the instruments that we play. And I think, I don't know. I think, I'm not really sure.
Well, people love to compare new bands. Whenever there's a great new band coming out, people jump to the comparison game. Like, oh, they sound like this, they sound like that. And I'm wondering, what comparisons do you like, and which ones do you not like when people are comparing you?
I heard a funny one the other day. This cop saw us at Hinterland, and he said we sounded like a mixture of Jerry Lee Lewis and man, I'm drawing a blank. Drop
Jerry
that
Lee
one.
Lewis.
Cut that one. Turn it off.
We heard Sublime once.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a pretty.
That's when I
funny
stopped wearing a
comparison.
sweatsuit.
Yeah, and I stopped wearing the puka shell necklace.
This girl was like, "You guys are like the new Sublime," and I was like, "I'm gonna stop wearing tank tops, I think."
Where did you record the record? Was it home recording, or did you go to a studio?
We did that one at Dreamland Studio in Woodstock, New York. It's where the B-52s did Cosmic Thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a big claim to fame.
Yeah. Patton, do you want to introduce the band?
Yeah. Over here on the drums, we got Connor Michael Makita. I'm Christopher Patton McGee. We got Sean Michael Couture on lead guitar, Alexander Lloyd Castillo on the bass, John Catfish DeLorme on the pedal steel, Zachary Donald Merrill on the keys and piano, and Austin Albert Brose over there on the percussion.
Right on, great. Let's hear another song. This is going to be, again, from that record from last year. This is called Astral Man. This is the Nude Party on KEXP.
your dreams here in my cup and come on up. The door somewhere under 1,000,000 miles of space. See your face staring back into the ship. This is it, all loop-de-loop. Now Space Cadet has flown the coop or just gone rogue. Scared and paranoid, and then breaking through. The light of God cuts right through you to the moon and right past the star. No children of initial sound come reaching down, and baby's all alone again. 4, 3, 2.
The Nude Party, the song's Astral Man from their fantastic self-titled record from last year on New West Records. They're in studio here on KEXP. Great to have you here, you guys. I'm very excited to finally get you guys in here. I love watching Alec play bass every time I see him. Something entertaining about that guy.
Shoulder
Yeah,
shaking.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Shoulder shaking
man.
Alec Castillo.
So you had quite a year since the record came out. You've done a lot of great shows. You did some sold-out London shows. You went on tour with Arctic Monkeys and Jack White. Did that Luck reunion thing at South by Southwest, and you went to Australia. And then I saw you at Newport Folk Festival just a couple weeks ago, and got the big standing ovation.
And we're on KEXP, I feel like.
And here you are, yeah.
A little nervous just being here. This is a pretty big pinnacle for us, it feels like.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I've
It's
been
great.
watching these for a long time.
Cool. Yeah, that Newport show, were you surprised with the reaction and reception? It was just like you really had, I mean, you guys were a tight band. You really got it dialed in. And I think when you play live shows to people that don't know who you are, like maybe like Newport was, they really feel you.
Yeah, I was glad everyone stood up. It was a little seated for a little while there.
Yeah, it was totally seated.
But it heated up. It got good.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like a big congregation, like a church.
Yeah, with that tent sort of revival feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely was, yeah. Do you have plans for some new recordings? Are you working on something coming out soon? Or how about this? Is there a Derek Skoll sort of recording coming out?
Well, Derek's always working.
Yeah.
We're not always working, you know. We're demoing here and there. We're coming up with new stuff. We're on tour. Derek doesn't go off the clock.
I see.
It's true.
Sean knows him best.
Derek is a very, very hardworking man.
And Sean, is Derek going to be doing some proper appearances or recordings? I understand he's a country singer.
He doesn't know yet. It's hard to get him all the way up there from tinfoil, but
Okay.
There's
Well-
talk of an Alan Jackson show with Derek.
Yeah, well, possibly
Yeah.
there can be the Nude party with Derek opening up. I think would be the natural evolution on that.
It's possible.
it has happened before.
Yeah.
So
Tell me about your early shows. Was talking to Ellen and Kara about some of your background. I know you went on tour. You're going to play with the Growlers coming up in Central Park soon, I think in September.
It's like a week after this tour.
And you did some shows with them when you just first started.
That's
and
right.
you spun a tour off of that, and apparently no one came to your shows.
Well, a lot of people came to the ones that were with the Growlers.
But the solo shows, not so much. Like
Yeah.
the bartender,
I think we sold 0.
the cocktail person, and the door guy.
Yeah. I
But
made
they
a
loved
deal with one of the promoters going in at the Burrow Bar in Jacksonville, Florida. I made a deal with him beforehand. I was like, look, you don't got to pay us out of the door, but you got to give us an unlimited bar tab. He was like, done. And then nobody paid for the show. So we just hung out and drank all night.
Yeah, it happens like that.
Or
Yeah.
at Navi's when they put your name on the
Oh, yeah,
marquee.
Shanghai Navis. I booked the show but just by calling this guy, and I was like, hey, we want to play like August 3rd this night. And he's like, okay, cool, gotcha. And I was like, you want to know the band name or like like anything else about us? And when we showed up to the club, it was totally closed with all the lights off, and on the marquee instead of the Nude party, it just said Patton because he had taken my name down when I called him.
Wow.
the owner also had
Yeah.
to break into the bar
That was the busboy.
to get in, or the busboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you're young because you can
Highs and
rebound off
lows.
of stuff like that, right? You
Yeah.
know? But this next song is really sort of kind of about that too, right? I bet when you were doing those shows, you got a lot of advice from people that were telling you like, hey, going on tour is fun. And you wrote a song, I think it's the best song. A lot of people think it's kind of the hit song from the album. It's called Chevrolet Van. Let's do this one. Then let's come back and try to do records and squeeze that in at the end too. You want to?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Nude Party. This song is the one that I play nonstop. It's called Chevrolet Van here on KEXP.
Chevrolet
right, the Nude Party, Chevrolet van from their self-titled record from last year. My second favorite record of the year last year. Fantastic all the way through. They played Barboza last night in Seattle. They're at Halcyon in Portland tonight. And I want to get one more song in, but I got to ask about Catfish on pedal steel, because I love pedal steel in the band. And I'm wondering if Catfish was always in the group, or did you think you needed to add pedal steel at one point and brought him in?
We're playing Barbosa tonight, or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
but we're taping it tonight.
Oh, shit.
And then, so
I mean,
this is tomorrow. Yeah, we're in tomorrow already.
Okay. You want to re-ask that
Yeah,
question?
so that was last night. And then tonight you're in Portland. I highly recommend all of
Time
our
travel.
Portland listeners, all kinds of listeners in Portland are going to go Halcyon tonight and see
Okay.
you. Yeah. But Catfish, was he like, you wanted to add some pedal steel to the group, or was he always in the group?
Catfish came up to Dreamland when we were recording. That's when we first met him. And after that, he started playing some live shows with us around New York. And then he just became a good buddy, and it sounded great. So we
Yeah.
asked him to come on the road with him.
Yeah, I want to be buddies with him.
Yeah, he's a
look at him.
good gambling buddy.
Yeah. Well, I love the pedal steel element to the group. And then, do you guys share songwriting, or I mean, who wrote the lyrics to that Chevrolet van?
I wrote that one.
Yeah, it's pretty brilliant.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, there's so much to say about that song, which we won't go into right now. But there's so much truth to that song. I love it. Also, it's hilarious, and the next song's hilarious too. Can you do one more song for us? Can you do Records?
Yeah.
All right, this is one more song by the Nude Party. They're going to be in Portland tonight. The song's called Records. All right, the Nude Party records over romance. The record from last year, self-titled, is fantastic. Go get it. They're working their way down the West Coast this week. They'll be in Portland tonight. Thank you so much for being here, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
All right, this is KEXP.
Discover great music at kexp.org.